Get ready for something amazing this week on History Seekers.
Only $17,000.
Check this out. We're here with Rafael from the Antiques Roadshow, and will it match? At the second annual American Digger Civil War Relic Show, here with Jeff Lubert.
How's it going?
And Kelly. And we're gonna go in and see if we can find something cool. Scott's on the way. I know you guys hadn't seen Scott on the video in a while, but he's coming. He'll be here today. Already a packed house here. I mean, there's a bunch of people here already. See, they're lined up around
the building this morning when we opened. I mean,
really?
That's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, man. You need to be here.
We're going to get over there and get set up. We're going to do a podcast later.
Yes.
Loy, I guess, is going to be
Loy
here.
Is here. Kelsey Jeff's here.
All right. And Scott Duncan's on the way.
Good.
We got customers already stopped by. Out here with Ed Huffman.
Good to be here.
Going to talk to people about detectors today.
We're gonna tell everybody about all the great detectors we got. Try to cut some good deals. Hey, stop by and see us.
And shoot some video.
And definitely shoot some video.
And let's just pan around right here. Man, who is that guy right there? Hey Riley, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
You got your booth set up?
Yeah, I got my stuff.
Oh man, you're right there in front of us.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Over there.
Yeah, we'll run over there and take a look and see what all you got. Hey, look at all that stuff you done, man. Check out, you have to come by and see Civil War Unearthed. And you got a YouTube channel too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Be sure to check that out. Hey guys, look who I found. Shawn Sherrill is here.
How's it going?
We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna try to do a podcast while we're here. And if you guys haven't ever listened to podcasts, link's gonna be down below. Listen, we're gonna have a lot of good guests on. And Shawn, tell them a little bit about what you got going on. Tell them about your channel too.
Right now, I've got working on I do live digs on Facebook a lot of times, and I am starting my YouTube. I'm getting better with the videos and the editing, and I pretty much dig it all. Save some history.
And you are on the Whites field team.
Whites field team.
So if you've got a Whites, maybe you're thinking about a Whites, want to know more about him, check this guy out. He's very knowledgeable and a great guy. Be sure to check out the podcast. If we can work out our times, we're going to have him on as well during this live podcast from the show here. We're going to pan around, just show you some of the stuff. If you didn't make it out this year, be sure next year. We're outside of Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is the second annual American Digger Magazine show, Relic show. Don't miss next year's. It's a great event. You learn a lot of stuff, see a lot of good things too.
There's a lot of history.
How much Civil War stuff have you learned since you've been here?
I've seen some amazing plates that I've never seen to begin with, much less yet to dig. And there are so many plates here that I didn't even know existed.
I tell you what, I'll go around, guys, and I will look at the guns and just the parts.
Oh yeah.
There's no telling how many things in the past that I have thrown away
that could have been a part.
That could have been, and I'll be like, I had one of those, and throw it away.
Oh no.
So, but anyway, all right, guys, we're gonna pan around real quick and get ready for the podcast. And go live too, and then it'll record everything. Star, trust me. Hey, if I can do it, you can do it.
Oh, is that right?
Show us that find after you watched Ed Huffman's video.
This is what I found after doing the urban gold mining. I watched his video and I checked it out, and bam. So, you know, try all them old parks. This was one of the oldest parks in Indianapolis, and it's been hunted to death. And I still found this with the Equinox 800.
Well, you hadn't had that how long from us?
Oh, a month.
Wow.
I keep trying to tell people, urban gold mining, that's where it's at.
That is where it's at. And if y'all hadn't watched Ed's series on urban gold mining, you need to check that out on the Treasure Mountain or on the YouTube channel.
It opens up a whole new world of metal detecting.
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
Look at this, guys. Check this out. Wow. See that? That is a massive, that's a heart stopper right there.
Yes, it is.
Wow. Impressive, man.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
This is a live broadcast of Relic Roundup, which I used to be a host on, or co-host on. And got Jeff Lubert right here. There's Butch Holcombe and Lloyd Milam and their guest. So you guys can catch them if you want to listen. They're on Spreaker. Just search Relic Roundup, and some of the old episodes you'll hear me on there, and we've had Scott on as guest and several people. And there's Tennessee Jeff. I caught him with his you've probably seen his YouTube channel, and he's also on Relics Radio. So everybody's here. And Mark Hoover.
Hey everybody.
He's the 0.5 in the 2.5 redneck.
I'm the half. I'm 5'8" now.
Oh, yeah, they moved you up a little bit. You got to say, y'all ain't from here, are you?
Y'all ain't from here, are y'all?
You're getting close. You're getting there. You're getting there.
Where's Scott at?
Look who I found. It's Rick Ward. He's a superstar.
No.
He's a super.
Cut it out.
He's a superstar. Y'all better check him out.
A legend in my own mind, right?
Tell him about your channel, man.
I've got a channel called Relic Hunting with Rick, and I was digging sandboxes most of the time because all I find is clad. I really don't find a lot of relics. So. It's the only name I could come up with.
You've been to my house and dug.
I know. I found some cool stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Heath was kind enough to invite me over to his place and dig. And I got a treasure chest under a tree that I have to come back and dig it up, actually.
He wouldn't tell me where it was.
Yeah, he said it was mine.
It says it's full of gold.
I think it is. I think it is.
Y'all check his channel out.
Relic Hunting with Rick. Thank you, guys.
Being fashionably late, but sometimes Scott Duncan takes it. Hey, man, how's it going?
All right.
Trying to get Scott in. They holding him up at the door somewhere.
He probably broke some security rules.
He probably did. Good to see you, man. I'll be back over at the table in a little bit if you want to stop by and see us. All right, so he's fashionably. Scott is more than fashionably late. You passed fashionably late. So, why do you do? Why do you do that to me?
I don't know. Anyway,
so I'm gonna leave.
Okay, you leave.
Okay. So we're here at the show, and Scott's brought some relics that we found. Some of them were before we started recording videos.
Yeah.
And because this is a great place to get stuff identified.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about it, Scott.
All right. So we've got these are relics that I posted on Facebook, and there was mixed opinions, or people identified them as maybe not a Civil War related or whatever, or different from what I thought they were. And so sometimes, and it very well could be, these could be nothing, like this right here. This looks a lot like a vent pick for artillery, right?
Right.
But everybody online, there was a lot of mixed opinions on, thought it may just be some other kind of device, or maybe a pick for
hoof pick.
Yeah, hoof pick or something like that. Well, it very well may be that. However, what you can do to these shows is you can bring these things and let the experts hold them, and then sometimes get a different opinion. So I brought this, which I'm going to try and get somebody to look at. I also brought this trigger guard that we found in the same place that we found the all those Span Am relics, nearby. But there was layers of history in that place, and we're going to see if anybody can identify the type of gun that's off of. There's no doubt it's a trigger guard, but we
think it's a Pennsylvania or Kentucky, right? Is that right?
That's right. Yep.
Okay.
So we're going to get that looked at.
We're going to try to get that confirmed.
Right.
It may not be.
This I found on the site of all the Andrew Jackson stuff that we found, and I'm going to see if anybody can tell me what the heck that is. It's not a railroad spike.
No, it's not.
Too small. And
You know, it could just be nothing. It could be some kind of weird thing they fashioned for some use that we'll never know.
A tractor.
Yeah, it could be
never
something
know.
like that. Yeah. This this is probably a bell, but we found this on the side of a Jackson era
Site.
Yeah.
Look at the patina. That's what got me.
Yeah.
You know what I thought it was, Scott? Well, you know what I thought. I thought it looked a little bit like a pistol pummel.
Yeah.
Those old flintlock pistols.
Flintlock, right.
But it may not be.
It may not be.
It may just be a bell.
But I'll tell you something. I'm gonna get an ID on it so I can know whether it goes into my junk box or whether it's something good, right? So that's the whole advantage of doing that in this kind of situation.
I'm excited about those two things that you have in that case right there.
Right.
I am really excited about those.
Right. So see if you can get a close-up on that. This is a very odd bullet that was not able to be identified online. It's
possibly an unknown Confederate.
Yeah. So it's just an odd bullet. It was very poorly cast. It has cast marks all over it that were, you know, somebody told me that most of the time a badly cast bullet like this would be remelted and cast again. So we're going to try and get somebody to figure out if they can figure out what that is. All right.
And this is one of my favorite bullets.
This one was found in coastal Alabama, and there was some debate as to whether or not it was melted or whether it was carved to be a game piece. Let's see if you can see that. I don't know how good this is at focusing.
We're shooting in 4K, so
yeah. So
it looks like the front is carved.
Yeah.
This looks like a bishop to me. I think this is a chess piece, and I think it's a bishop.
Right.
I really do.
Yeah. So who knows? But that's what you do. That's one of the good things about these shows is you bring stuff like this. Not only is there a ton of cool relics to look at, but you can bring stuff like this and get people maybe an opinion on what it might be. So that's what we're going to do.
Absolutely.
And one of the masters is sitting over there doing a radio show right now.
And they're staggered, so they look.
We got Loy and Butch and them. They're still doing the show over there. They're interviewing Chase Pipes from Smoky Mountain Knife Works.
So I don't know if you want to do that. It's I worked there, midnight, 1 o'clock, trying to put stuff away from the show, and I mean, I felt freaked out a couple times, like I was being stared at in my own shop.
And that's a creepy looking guy I've seen who's actually sitting there in the canoe.
But I mean, it's just, if you've never been, people spend all day there. I mean, it literally is a museum that you can
Give you guys a behind the scenes look of some of these podcasts like Scott and I used to do.
putting the neat stuff up on the walls as we did the product that we have for sale at the shop. Because, it's not the same stuff that you can get, in town.
This is what it looks like kind of behind the scenes. And when you're doing these podcasts, there's a lot goes into it. Everybody thinks they just get on there with a microphone and just talk, but there's a lot to it, trust me. There's Jason Dunn. His daughter Haley is a big fan of the show. Say hey, Jason.
Hello.
You got anybody you want to say hello to out there that may watch this later?
The only person I can think of is my daughter Haley. She would freak out when she sees this.
Haley won one of the prizes. Which one was it she won?
She won the round ball and a 3-ringer. And I think the round ball was found on the Andrew Jackson side of your
Yes, and some silver coins from the steel too, right?
That's
yes,
right.
those Mercury diamonds from the steel video.
Yes.
Yeah. So check that out and say we want to have our fans saying hello to the others out there, getting to meet everybody today. Shawn Sherrill.
We get to meet everybody.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Well,
Somebody finally
Scott,
got here.
what's that?
Scott finally got here.
Scott finally got
And
here.
you had to go rescue him at the door.
I had to go rescue him. They were not going to let him in. They didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
Tell him he's not that big a deal,
If
is
he
he?
wore his Darth Vader mask, he would have got in.
Go tell him if he'd have got some more votes, they might have recognized
That's
him.
right. That's right.
Let's go over there and tell him that. So
You'll wind up finding one, and then you won't care if you ever see another one again. Because that's the way I am now. I'm like, I don't care if I ever see another one.
We found out why they didn't let you in the door.
Why is that?
You didn't get enough votes.
If you'd have got as many votes as I had, they'll let you in.
Yeah, we know what he done. He had like 800 Facebook pages, and then just
Well, we all know about that.
yeah.
Craig Atwater, he's here. Sorry, Heath Jones.
Heath Smith.
Heath Smith.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
I did not know you, sir.
I bet.
Just kidding. I'm kidding. It's Heath Smith. He's been out hunting with me and Scott before. Found some silver coins. Good guy. So
Yeah, we were just recounting the day that we were popping silvers left and right around him, and we got to get back out there.
Well, tell me what
he got to see us in action. Anything else that you can tell us about the Vanquish?
Well, we've got the website, the information that you can get off of it,
Okay.
and then one of the key points is multi-IQ for everyone.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, that multi-IQ, Scott and I have been using it on the Equinox, and I
Yeah.
can tell you firsthand, that multi-IQ is very nice.
It is.
Makes a big difference.
Yeah, we found some great stuff. And, you know, it didn't take me that long. That's one of the things that I was impressed talking about.
All right, so my name is Maya, Miss Detectorist, and I've got
I believe that this is actually the butt cap of a pistol. We'll verify that in a minute with the guy from Antiques Roadshow this year.
I think it's for
I
pommel.
believe that's a pistol pommel.
Scott, who called that?
You called it.
Who found it?
Scott Duncan, of
I think
course.
it's a bicycle.
Did you have to ask? Did you have to ask?
It ain't a ball.
Hey, how about this? Come from an Andrew Jackson site.
This came from an Andrew Jackson site. We're going to verify it, but I would almost be certain.
Andrew
this
Jackson
is.
site that was also used by the Confederates in the camp too.
This would be like a big single shot musket.
Flintlock.
A pistol, yeah.
Like a flintlock.
Probably a flintlock. Yeah, it was originally made as a flintlock. It could have been converted if the Confederates used it to a percussion cap, but probably a flintlock. But it's a big old pirate
If
pistol.
if it turns out not to be, this will never see the light of day.
Thank you. Thank you. We're gonna set that aside for Rafael.
All right, we got
Set
just a
that
couple more.
aside.
Hang on, we got this one.
I do believe that's
this
what
weird
that
thing
is.
right here.
We're talking with Butch Holcombe from American Digger magazine.
That's hand for.
That come from Andrew Jackson's site.
Well, you don't know what that is. I ain't gonna tell y'all.
No,
It's actually an animal to say, oh, if I know. I don't know.
It's not railroad spike.
No,
obviously.
it's not railroad. There is a bevel here. Did you notice how that is?
I did notice that. Yeah.
I don't know, but you know the thing with iron items and blacksmith stuff is it can all vary a little bit according to the blacksmith.
Sure.
They made what fit or what worked.
You know what? You just said almost verbatim what Glenn said. He was like, well, with iron items, he said they made that for something.
Right. You might
For a
find something
purpose.
else that had the same purpose. It might look completely different.
Yeah.
So
Somebody needed something for something, and he made it for them.
Right.
That's what it was.
And it's something.
And it is something. And the age is right. The age is right.
All right, now we got two minor little things here. Oh yeah. All right, so this bullet here was at first speculated to be melted, but I think it was
Come from a Confederate camp, a known Confederate camp.
Well, no, this is Union, I think.
Oh,
This
sorry,
was
you
found-
gave him
this
the
was
other
found
one.
in coastal, yeah.
I'm sorry, wrong.
He thinks that it was intentionally.
My theory is it's a.
He said if it had been thrown in the fire, it would have had more damage all the way around and underneath. And
Well,
it
it
looks
does
like
have a little bit of damage around there, and then that right there, I don't see carb marks. That's melt marks.
Oh, okay.
Well,
it looks cool, and it looks like a piece of some kind.
I thought it was a chess piece bishop.
It looks like it, but
Glenn thought that
I
this
don't
is
see carving like somebody carved it. It
Glenn
looks
thought
melted.
that they did this. They heated up some metal and went and did that number. Since everything else.
Yeah, but
this
wouldn't
is-
that get hot on their finger doing that? They ain't carry pliers with them. You know what I'm saying?
No, a steel heated up iron rod. And
I know, but still, you'd have to hold it. Take
Get
a
it
piece
close
of
enough
lead
to it.
and hold it to an iron rod long enough for it to melt.
And get it
You
close.
let go.
He also
Yeah.
thought he saw some carvings right here on the outside.
I've seen some really odd melted bullets, and I can't come up with a theory 100%. What if it was melted onto a rock or something? But I mean, it
Yeah.
looks like a chess piece.
It does.
I don't see any carving on it. I see melting, like on the tip there. That's melt. This is where the fire was. Something was hot up against it there.
So that one will continue to remain an enigma,
Yeah.
and with differing opinions. That's kind of
gonna
the way.
that's gonna be one you're never gonna know for sure. But until somebody can show me some carving marks on it, it's not carved. And I can't imagine holding lead, because think about it, if that's gonna melt, this would get just as hot. Now, if they had some kind of pliers or something to hold it, but I don't know what they would have held it with.
Interesting.
But you know, the experts are all dead.
That's true.
Yeah, we're just
The
guessing.
guy that did that was the expert.
Yes, he was. He knew exactly. He knew exactly. But it's a very cool piece.
I have your greatest challenge of the day coming up. Tell me what that is.
That's a bullet. Bullet guy. What is that?
I know it's poorly cast, whatever it is.
He knows bullets. He knows bullets.
Man, it looks like a Tennessee.
Found in a Confederate camp in Alabama.
I'm not familiar with that.
Nobody has been able. We need to put that in
It's
NUID.
so far it's been unidentified.
Yeah.
Show him your other piece too, the melted piece.
Got a neat patina, and it looks like there should have been a cavity. And it looks like it just all jumbled up together.
It's a field cast that just didn't work out right.
Yeah. It's neat. Neat find.
Don't know what that is.
Somebody suggested a slant breech sharps that may have went wrong.
I don't know.
Similar. I've got something similar to this that melted.
That's what I'm saying. It's all melt, and it just ended up that
There's just
way.
something laying there like that melted or something. It's just not. It's
probably a Confederate plate laying there.
Yeah, probably.
Somebody dug the plate.
And I dug the bullet signal instead of the
That's
plate
right.
signal.
That's right.
You're seeing the char all in here. That's
Yeah.
all. That's
That all says just
It's a
random
neat
to me.
piece though.
This guy knows his
I saw
bullets.
you holding
This
it.
one's gonna kill me.
Had to be a mold, field mold, didn't it, almost.
Yeah, I would say so. Boy, it's
Let Charlie take a picture of that. Yeah, it's even snipped at the top. Well,
Someone
popped out. Popped out of the mold.
Yeah, someone told me they normally would have remelted that down, but he must have dropped it or
you know
something.
what? We'll ask
You know?
Rafael too. Also, so keep that in your butt plate together.
Well, we'll see if we can get
See,
identification
that's
on
the
that.
key to knowing how to identify stuff is know the guys that deal with it or not do it.
Right.
They collect bullets and
So that one's going to be one of those strange
we're going
one-offs.
to try
that-
to find. That's how we learn, though. That's
Yeah.
how we
Nick
learn.
Pruitt was here. He could help you out too.
Is he here? Odd bullet like that.
We're here with Rafael from the Antiques Roadshow, and we're trying to find the answer to this weird bullet that Scott found at this Confederate camp.
Because it's odd and a little different, and every once in a while you'll see something that might be something better. So let's just check and see.
Come on with us, guys. This is.
What you looking for, mate?
He's trying to match it to a mold.
That's my $6,000 bullet.
Will it match?
You get it out?
It's in the same family. It's not the exact one.
The soldier that cast that was the worst at casting in the entire army, I think.
Pretty much the same, Rick.
It's similar. Different. It's exactly the same except it's different.
Yeah.
But you never know until you check.
It looks English to me.
It's entirely possible. Sorry, but they can't say we didn't try.
All right.
So
The mystery continues.
the mystery continues, guys. We haven't got the mystery bullet in the military.
Either off of a country rifle or
We're getting his part identified for his trigger guard now.
It's probably country rifle because of the width of it. The other ones are thinner.
Yeah.
So it's probably off of the rifle itself.
It'll be a flintlock, you think?
Could be. Could go either way.
Okay.
You'll see them on a lot of those different country rifles. Give a heck of a signal though, didn't it?
Oh, it did. Yeah. And it was found on a place where we found a lot of good stuff, but most of it's Pan-Am stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
All the bullets.
Scott's pointed out what he hopes his next find is.
Only $17,000.
Yeah, if you find
the stories that thing could tell, though.
Look at those buttons, those Virginia. Look at that. Very cool. A little bit of everything here. And for the right price, it can be yours. Scott, you gonna get me that?
Yeah. Very cool.
Let's walk around, see. Autographed documents.
Did you have a hard time finding it?
A little bit of everything. I'm going to try to find some maps. That's what my goal is, to find maps. I love those. Shawn, you find anything good, buddy?
These are Marine Corps.
Oh.
You have a chesty? You have a chesty puller?
I've never handled but one chesty. I just sold Chesty Jr. He's almost as rare, you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Chesty Jr. committed suicide in his 20s. He lost both legs. You collect Marine Corps?
I was in the Marine Corps. No.
Here you go for sure.
I went to San Diego. Other side of Mississippi. Where's that?
State. And at some point in time, I put him in these.
You never know what you're going to see here.
You know, a good example.
Yeah. Artillery shells, bayonets, pictures.
This side right here.
Shells. Fuse adapters. You want a saber? You can get one here. Let's see how much some of them are. $575 for that one. See what year it is. It says. $795 for a Naval Cutlass 1862. That's cool. That's really cool. Let's see what you got.
Look at those.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Tell them. Did you tell them about your find?
What find?
You,
that?
Yeah, like what, you know, the same type badges.
No,
similar.
I'm just carrying my box of unknown finds. It's going to remain a box of unknown finds, I think.
You know the story of the traveling pants? That's what yours would be. The traveling, your traveling box of unknown.
Right.
The unknown relics.
Here's some good books.
We need some good books that tells where stashes of Civil War stuff.
If y'all see maps, you know I'm looking for
I
maps.
did see, there is a map section somewhere. I just saw it. I think it's over there.
Maps and Kelly. She disappeared. Oh, there she is.
I did see maps. There's some.
That GAR? I think that's a GAR ribbon. Kelly's a big GAR buff. Isn't that a GAR ribbon, Scott? I don't know what that is.
Looks like a fair ribbon.
Oh, is it? I ain't got my glasses on.
It said vet. It says vets though. So
Yeah. Gallagher. Let's kill tower. I would love to dig a tower. I've never dug one. This is a Luger Selmas. We dig those down South Alabama.
Is that one of the?
It's actually a good price on them too.
It's one of the sniper ones, isn't it? Whitworth? Is that a Whitworth? Or is that a?
Looks like a either a long infield or a green to me.
I've got one of the.
It looks too big. It looks too big to be a Whitworth. I think that's
See any bent pics, let me know and I'll.
Yeah, I sure will. Oh, there you go. Look, Scott, that piece that I had. That's
yeah.
change first. Yeah,
I think everybody's got one of those.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the whole cache of coins to come with it. Guns, muskets, rifles, you name it, it is here. Very cool.
There's just some
And more
prospect
metal
stuff.
textures. How's it going? What all you got here? Cool pictures?
Everything Chattanooga.
All right.
Everything here is Chattanooga.
Cool.
From Civil War to Reconstruction. You know, you're pushing 1880s, into the 1890s, turn of the century. Umbrella Rock, probably one of the most famous rock sculptures in the United States. Tons and tons of that. Spanish American, World War I stuff. You know, Daughters of the American Revolution, right here in Chattanooga. So everything's
Cool.
Chattanooga. Some of these things you cannot replicate, like the ridge cutting I-24 through the middle of the ridge. You can't replicate these photographs anymore because there's a 100-foot drop from here to here. You know, it's Brainerd tunnels. There's 2 of them now. This was taken in March of 1929, if I'm not mistaken. So it's just.
You guys set up every year here?
This is my very first time ever setting up a booth.
Cool.
I've been collecting this stuff for 20 years or so, and I've got 150 Civil War letters that are written right here in Chattanooga.
Any journals?
No journals, but I do have a collection of a book about this big from a commander at Chickamauga, telling about the Battle of Chickamauga, him losing weapons, losing men, and also having some of his men stopped by Confederate troops at gunpoint and them getting their stuff stolen. So we had to write a note to his commander. I've got all that right here. Write it to his commander saying, "Sorry, I lost all this stuff."
Oh,
and
wow.
It lists everything that he lost, and it's phenomenal. I love this city. So I'm just trying to really push the history to people my age and younger. Might as well.
Good.
Cool.
All right. Infields, Williams, Cleaners.
And he said hello, Cat.
Yeah, I talked to him earlier.
You know, it might be about 50 feet.
I dug a bunch of those.
How you doing? I saw you over there. It's like, that's Scott.
Yeah.
He asked where the other pinpointer twin was.
Yeah. All right, I've got this bullet that has remained a mystery, and I think it'll prove.
Rafael hasn't been able to identify it. He tried.
So let's see if y'all can take a crack at it. It's very poorly cast. It's a field cast, which makes it more difficult to identify.
You had this one online not too long ago.
Yeah.
Everybody recognizes the mystery bullet.
Yeah, everybody scratched their heads up online. I figured in person's a little bit better than online.
Yeah.
What diameter is it?
It's just about 45, 46 calories. It's hard to get a complete read because of the bad cast. You know.
Tough one, huh? What's that?
Fishing sinkers out of a bunch like that. Melt them down and make sinkers out of them.
I think he probably meant to melt that one back down and he dropped it.
Yeah. It's found at a Confederate camp. Yeah, no.
It's an odd one.
Nothing.
It's got deeper grooves than what a lot of them have.
The closest suggestion we've found was a slant breech sharps, right?
Yeah, slant breech.
Riley come up with that.
Yeah. I think the big problem is the cast is so bad.
Yeah.
Well, but if you look at it without the cast, you know, just looking at that there.
Yeah.
Don't let the cast throw you off.
Yeah.
You know, and look at it. But the wide grooves, you know, and that thick ring in the middle, that's just.
No.
Unknown. Still unknown.
Unknown. I mean, that's what Butch said. Some of them are just unknown. Some of them just, you know.
Super rare unknown.
All right.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks.
I've got one that came from Fort Hyman that's got like 7 rings in it. Yeah, it almost looks like a compression. It's a 69.
Yeah.
But they're machine cut rings, and
There's
they
the
just say
bucking balls, how they would have
unlisted variant.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah. Woo, look at that.
That's a hunt. I always want. I've never found one.
I know. Good lord, if those Austrians, that would hurt you.
Well, I imagine the 58 would hurt too.
Well, that one would hurt you too.
Yeah. Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't want to get hit with a BB.
No, that's true.
They hurt too.
They do. They will. I've been the shooter.